The Galactic Council chamber fell silent as Commander Zerathix of the Kethari Empire strode forward, her violet skin gleaming under the artificial lights. Her forearms moved with predatory grace, each ending in razor-sharp talons that had torn through countless enemies. Behind her, a human male shuffled forward in chains, his head bowed, wearing the simple gray uniform of a labor slave. "Behold!" Zarathix's voice echoed through the vast chamber, her translator rendering her words in 100 different languages simultaneously. The mighty humans, reduced to their proper station at last. The assembled delegates from across the galaxy murmured their approval. The Vorthan representatives clicked their mandibles in satisfaction, while the crystalline Zephyrians chimed harmoniously. After 3 centuries of human expansion, of watching these upstart mammals claim world after world with their aggressive diplomacy and stubborn persistence, justice had finally been served. Marcus Chun kept his eyes downcast, playing his role perfectly. His wrists bore real shackles. Zarathix was thorough in her humiliation tactics. But beneath his submissive exterior, every muscle was coiled like a spring, every sense cataloging the chamber's layout, guard positions, and escape routes. "These creatures," Zerathix continued, gesturing dismissively at Marcus, once dared to call themselves our equals. They spoke of human ingenuity and human spirit, as if such things mattered in the face of superior technology and evolved intellect. She approached Marcus, her footsteps echoing ominously. "Tell them, slave. Tell them how your precious earth burns. Tell them how your colonies have fallen one by one to the might of the Kethari Empire." Marcus slowly raised his head, meeting her gaze. His brown eyes held no fear, only a quiet intensity that made several nearby delegates shift uncomfortably. "The war isn't over yet." Zerathix's laugh was like breaking glass. "Isn't it? Your fleets are scattered. Your worlds are ash. What could possibly remain of human resistance?" "You underestimate us," Marcus said quietly. "You always have." The Kethari commander's 4 eyes narrowed dangerously. In one fluid motion, she gathered saliva in her mouth and spat directly into Marcus's face. The viscous, purple-tinged fluid dripped down his cheek as she leaned close, her breath hot against his ear. "You are nothing but a slave now, human. A specimen to be displayed as proof of my empire's superiority." Marcus wiped the spittle from his face with his shoulder, never breaking eye contact. "Is that what you think?" Something in his tone made Zerathix step back. Around the chamber, delegates began to murmur uneasily. The human's posture was changing, straightening despite the chains. And there was something in his expression that didn't belong on the face of a defeated prisoner. "You made one crucial mistake," Marcus continued, his voice carrying clearly through the vast space. "You assumed that because you could defeat our armies, you had defeated humanity itself." "Silence!" Zerathix snarled, raising one clawed hand. To strike him down, Marcus smiled. "Computer, execute protocol Omega." The chamber's lights flickered, and suddenly every screen, every holographic display, every communication device in the vast space came alive with the same image, the blue-green marble of Earth, whole and unharmed, orbiting peacefully around its yellow star. "Impossible," Zerathix breathed, her violet skin paling to a sickly lavender. "The Earth you burned was a decoy," Marcus explained, his chains beginning to spark and smoke as hidden mechanisms activated. "A carefully constructed illusion. While you were busy destroying empty worlds and chasing phantom fleets, humanity was preparing." The shackles fell away from his wrists with a soft click. Around the chamber, security alarms began to wail as the station systems detected massive energy signatures approaching from hyperspace. "The colonies you conquered were evacuated months ago. The fleets you scattered were automated drones. And this," Marcus gestured to himself as he stretched his freed arms, "this was an infiltration mission." Through the massive viewport that dominated one wall of the chamber, shapes began to materialize from the void. Hundreds of them. Thousands. The mightiest human fleet ever assembled. led by the massive form of the UE's Indomitable, its weapons already powering up. "You see," Marcus continued, his voice now carrying the authority of a military commander rather than a broken slave, "you never understood what makes humanity dangerous. It's not our technology, though that's formidable enough. It's not our numbers, though we are legion. It's our capacity for sacrifice, for playing the long game, for enduring any hardship to protect what we love." Zarathix stumbled backward, her forearms trembling. Around the chamber, delegates began fleeing toward the exits, but the station's blast doors had already sealed shut. While you were gloating over your victories, human agents were infiltrating every major world in the galaxy. While you were celebrating our defeat, we were learning your weaknesses, mapping your defenses, preparing for this moment. The first human boarding pods began impacting the station's hull, cutting through the reinforced metal like it was paper. Advanced human marines poured through the breaches, their powered armor gleaming, their weapons humming with barely contained energy. "The war isn't over," Marcus repeated, stepping toward the cowering Cathari commander. "It's just beginning, but this time it ends on our terms." Zarathix fell to her knees, her earlier arrogance crumbling like sand. In 30 seconds, she had gone from triumphant conqueror to defeated prisoner, and the reversal left her mind reeling. "How?" she whispered. Marcus looked down at her, something that might have been pity. "Because you never learned the most important lesson about humanity. We don't just fight to win. We fight to survive. And when survival is on the line, there is no limit to what we will endure, no sacrifice we won't make, no deception we won't employ." As human forces secured the chamber and began taking the galactic delegates into custody, Marcus activated his communicator. "Admiral Harrison, this is Agent Chun. Package delivered. The galaxy is yours." The response crackled through the chamber speakers, audible to all. "Acknowledge Agent Chun. Welcome back to the fight. Let's show them what humanity really looks like when we stop playing nice." In the end, Zarathix had been right about one thing. The war was over. But as she was led away in the same chains that had once bound Marcus, she finally understood the true meaning of human victory.